Tries to dump this one out to left, and Ibar can't get to it. It's a base hit. With that, the Yankees have put their leadoff hitter aboard to start out the inning.
Hey, this game's starting off exactly the way they wanted to. Leadoff single in the bottom of the first after their pitcher went out there and threw a donut.
Digging in now for the Yankees, number 99 will take his first hacks here. Here comes the first pitch, and they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Gardner gets his lead at first, nobody out. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup. James has pitched his way to over 1,600 innings of work at the big league level and sports an ERA right around the major league average at just over 4. And he's back easily. One and one, here it is. Tries to change up on him there, but it's a ball. 2-1. He broke out the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
The 2-1 home is taken, ball 3.
I understand pitching carefully to this guy in the box, but the man on deck doesn't represent any relief either. He's going to have to go after one of these guys.
Hard on the ground toward short. To second for one. Back to Davis, and they turn the double play.
Doesn't come much easier than that. Tailor-made 6-4-3 double play and an easy one to turn.
The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. No one on base for him after the double play.
Yeah, and that 2-ball really changed the complexion of this inning. It looked like the middle of the order was going to have a chance to get a big hit with some ducks on the pond, but now they just have to try and get a 2-out rally started.
2-0 now. Two balls and a strike to the Yankees first baseman.
There's a called strike on a changeup, not a particularly good one. That changeup up in the zone like this oftentimes gets hit very hard. Was able to get away with it that time, but if he's going to be successful, he's going to need to get that changeup down in the zone around the knees.
The 2-2. Here's a fly ball, well hit. Looking up is Van Slyke. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. A solo shot that time for Greg Bird as the Yankees will grab a 1-0 lead.
As a pitcher, you just have to shake your head at this one. It was a decent pitch, but this guy's just so dang strong that he's able to muscle it to the opposite field and get it out of here. Almost isn't fair to us mere mortals.
Standing in now, Gary Sanchez. Line shot to third, and the side is retired. Yankees are off and running early thanks to the solo home run. Here's Chris. Here's the first pitch to him. Breaking ball taken right down the middle.
I like that he used the curveball to get ahead there. That's a tough pitch to hit in this lefty-lefty matchup. So if you can get it over the plate on the first pitch, it can be pretty effective.
Behind 0-2 now. Here it comes on 0-2. Lifted in the air to shallow center field. Gardner has to run a ways before he gets there in time to record the out. How about that? In now for the O's, Pedro Velasquez. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Now here's the pitch. And a fastball's in there for strike one. Yankees lead this 1-0 here in inning number 2. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball, ball 1. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. A swing and a miss for route number 2, and a ball he had no chance of making contact with.
Pitching 101 is changing location and upsetting the hitter's timing. You do that, and everything's going to be fine. In that strikeout, he never threw the same pitch twice in a row, and he won the battle because of it.
Here's Jonathan Scope now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Behind 0-2 now. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Hey, I can understand why he wanted to elevate the fastball right there. This batter's eyes have been lit up since he stepped in the box. Let's see if he gets him fishing on something breaking in the dirt right here.
And that is in there for a 2-out base knock. So good work on a 1-2 count to get on base.
You know, D-Row, it's not always easy to hit in the day games. First 5 hitters, 5 up, 5 down. 6-0 hitter, though, he must have gotten a good night's sleep last night.
That's exactly where I was going, Dan. First 5 guys in the order looked like they were still asleep rolling out of bed. Those day games will creep up on you. 6-hole guy was locked and loaded.
Here's Scott Van Slyke. Missed with a breaking ball.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
2-0 pitch on the way. 2-1 to count. Scope leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Popped him up. Sanchez is there, and that's the 3rd out. Here's Carlos Correa now. He's set to lead off the home half of the 2nd. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Running hard. He's digging for second. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Man, I don't think he could have bisected those fielders any better if he tried. Drove that one into the alley for a gapper that'll bring him easily into second base.
In now, Chase Utley, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. Now the 1-0. Hit on the ground out to short. Ibar has it. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone. Runner in scoring position at second with 1 away. And standing in a power threat in Todd Frazier, the 3rd baseman. First pitch on its way. Curveball hit on the ground to shortstop. Therefore it is Ibar. The tag gets 1. Thought about going for second, but instead now they've got him in a pickle. The tag, and he's out at second. It's a double play. So coming to the plate, Aaron Hicks, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he will coast into second with a leadoff double.
Now that's the way you answer. They're down 1-0 already, but he laces the double and puts himself into scoring position. That'll get the dugout fired up and excited to punch back.
Fox, Travis Carlisle, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield.
His approach to the plate right here has to be to the right side. If he gets it through the infield, that tying run might come around, but at the very least, that would get the runner to third with less than 2 outs.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Tries to go the other way as this is hit in the air down the right field line. And that's taken in near the line as the runner tags from second. And the throw from right will not be in time as he takes third on the flyout. So striding in, Jacoby Ellsbury, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Fastball in there for a called strike. Hicks stands at third with one gone in the inning. Behind 0-2 now. Now the 0-2 pitch. Very weakly on the ground. That winds up foul. Now a ball lined to the left side. But this will be a foul ball. And this is cut on and missed by Ellsbury as he becomes out number 2.
That strikeout changes the whole complexion of the inning. He was definitely pitching for it with a runner on third and one out, and he got it. Now it's going to take a hit or something like a wild pitch to get that guy home.
Ready for another chance? Eric Ibar. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Right down Broadway that time. Strike one.
Hey, be thankful the batter was sitting on something else, or that pitch might have went a long way. Those cement mixers, you get the barrel to them, they can be torched.
Behind 0-2 now.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
A ball and 2 strikes to the Orioles shortstop.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
Count even at 2-2. Popped him up. Bird on the move. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. We'll see Adam Jones when we come back. It's the Yankees.
Leading off for the Yankees, center fielder, Adam Jones.
First pitch coming. Here it is. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. The 1-1 home. Hits this one hard the other way. And he will whip this one over to first in time for the out.
Batting ninth, second baseman.
Striding in, Torres, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Up around the face. Torres was once employed by the team he's trying to beat in this one. He was signed.
Yeah, Matty, you mentioned he's playing his former club, and that can get tricky sometimes. I don't know if he's going to dinner with these guys after the game, or he showed up here with an axe to grind.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
It'd be great right here if he was able to work himself on base. You got the leadoff hitter on deck, and you know the middle of the order's coming up right behind him.
And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Left fielder number 11.
Riding in once again, Brett Gardner. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. First pitch on its way. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And roaming over his Ibar, but he won't get there. A base hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Stepping in now, number 99, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. A ball and a strike. Now the 1-1 pitch is taken for ball 2.
A lot of times you see guys get too aggressive and try to do too much at the plate with guys on, but right here he's doing a great job of waiting on the right pitch. Got himself ahead in the count now.
The 2-1 will not catch the zone. Ball 3.
There isn't a hitter alive that doesn't love hitting in fastball counts like 3-1. It's usually a pretty fruitful count in terms of getting a pitch to drive.
Ready on 3-1. Here it comes. And he misses with that one. Ball 4. And that's going to load the bases now with still only one away.
And that's 2 free passes in the 3rd inning alone. So you have to wonder if maybe it's something mechanical or if it's just psychological. Got to get back on track here.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Greg Bird. And he's off to a hot start in this one. Homered his first time around. Here's the first pitch to him. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1.
A lot of times you'll see the take sign after 5 straight balls to start the inning, but with the middle of the order up at the plate here, I wouldn't be surprised if he's turned loose. Just has to be the right pitch to hack at.
The 1-0. Is fastball taken high for a ball.
Putting himself in a pretty bad situation now on 2-0 and the base is loaded. He basically doesn't have much of an option but to challenge him right here.
Swing and a miss on the heater, and it's 2-1.
I can't imagine he was sitting on fastball at his neck right there. He is going to have to lower his sights if he's going to have any chance.
The count now at 2-2. And this is swung on and missed. Oh, a huge punch out there as the bases remain loaded with 2 away now.
The batter.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Gary Sanchez. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. Hit sharply toward the right side. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. 1 run is scored. Now the relay home. And he's in there safely. As on the play, 3 runs come across to score. Well, that's why they call baseball a game of inches.
Yeah, you're right, Matt. He showed some serious hops, but not serious enough. He goes up high for it with a good leap, but he just can't bring it in, and that allows him to cruise into second with a good piece of hitting.
Into the box, Carlos Correa. Fly ball out to straightaway right field. Hicks is under it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So 3 runs on only 2 hits in the inning. No errors. Stepping up to the plate, Manny Machado hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. First offering on its way. Right on the corner, a fastball that he takes for a strike. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Now a swing and a ground ball, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Here it comes on 0-2. Nope. And the slider stayed low apparently for a ball.
That's a really tough pitch to do anything with. The backdoor slider just off the plate, just missing the strike zone. That's nearly an unhittable pitch to hit for a hitter.
The 1-2. And he fouls this one off. Ripped down the first base line. And he is going to have extra bases to start the 4th. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Man, it looked like the pitcher was trying to get him to go fishing at a pitch out of the strike zone. He went for it all right, but he managed to catch all of that baseball, lacing it for a double in the outfield. That's a great piece of hitting.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Machado stands at second with no outs. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
You know, the old adage is you never throw a lefty down and in because their ability to turn and burn, and this pitcher's taking that to heart. He is throwing everything away right here.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. Hard hit at third. And there's one away. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Pedro Velasquez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
He's been pitching really well so far in this one as we cruise into the middle innings. One of the big reasons why, 80% first pitch strike ratio. If he continues that, he might be able to finish this one.
And he misses there, 1-2.
Pretty good discipline right there with 2 strikes. That's a tough sweeping slider. Not many guys lay off that pitch.
Curveball, or maybe even the circle change there, 2-2 regardless. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. The 2-2. Hit on the ground out to short. And that's through into left, a base hit. One away.
That's a nice piece of hitting right there, boys. Through the 5.5, the old Tony Gwynn hole. And a nice piece of base running. Guy on second is able to let that ball, see it go through, and then advance up to third.
Torres takes charge, and he's got it. 2 down. Here's Scott Van Slyke. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a knee-high fastball. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
Some guys have no trouble hitting with 2 strikes, and some guys never want to get there. Let's see the approach right here. I'd like to see him shorten up a little bit, maybe choke up and try and work the ball back up the middle the other way.
Again, another foul ball. Now another 0-2. Fastball that just misses inside.
Well, this is an approach we've seen him use effectively lately. Set up the inside and then get him out with pitches away.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Lays off. 2-2 now.
Man, that's a tough take given where we are this game, but he got away with it.
Here now the 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full.
Full count with 2 outs now, so if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving in a run because the runner at first will be in motion.
A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield. And not in time as the run scores.
Boy, what a battle there, D'Lo. Several pitch at bat right there. He threw everything but the kitchen sink, and he was still able to get an RBI base hit.
And Dan, I can't tell you, the longer the ABs go, usually, I'll tell you, you get in that swing mode where if he throws the rosin bag, you're pulling the trigger on it. Wait for him to settle in his zone and not come outside of it and end up getting a knock.
Behind 0-2 now. Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch. And he looks at a ball, 1-2.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
Still 1-2. Coming up now on 30 pitches in the inning. Now time is called, and this could very well be to buy a few more pitches for those relievers. Tommy Kahnle will come on and pitch for the 7th time here this spring.
Number 50, Tommy Kahnle.
A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. The Yankees lead it 4-1. Next will be the designated hitter, Chase Utley. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Utley, known these days as the Silver Fox, is a 15-year Major League vet, so it's been quite the career for him. 2-0 now. Liner caught by Machado at third. And an unlucky start to the 4th that time as the leadoff man is set down. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
Count even now at 1-1. It's 1-2.
I got to count 1 and 2.
Hit sharply but foul down the right side. Another 1-2 delivery. Swing and a miss got him reaching. And the throw is made to record the 2nd out of the inning. 2 gone in the inning now. Here's Adam Jones. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A called strike over the outside corner.
Hey, it's been a little bit of a rough outing for this guy in this one so far. And one thing you can look at if you want to get really picky, less than 60% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
And Jones takes this one for a ball. 1-1. The 1-1. Makes him swing and miss on a ball out of the zone for strike 2.
I'm no hitting expert, but you can't take a swing that's a whole lot more uglier than that one.
On the ground to the right side. Taken in by Scope. And the throw is wide as he couldn't keep his foot on the bag that time. And we'll have to see how they want to score that play.
And as a former pitcher, I can tell you, nothing is more painful than having to get extra outs in an inning. That should have been out number 3 there. Instead, he has to refocus and get back to work.
Into the box now. Torres reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. Comes set with the 0-1. A little bouncer, but that one rolls foul. A runner on first with 2 away. Popped up. Davis in foul ground, and no one can get there. It's a foul ball. Nope. 0-2 is a fastball that misses inside. 1-2 now. The 1-2 misses. Ball 2. Here now the 2-2. Swung hurt. Carlisle goes to get it, and the throw to first ends the inning. 1 left for the Yankees. Leading off the inning, Travis Carlisle, and they'll need him to get something going here. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. Set to deliver the 0-1. Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. So the Orioles get their leadoff man aboard to start the inning.
I guarantee you at release point he wanted to pull this pitch back. Change up middle of the plate usually gets deposited in the seats.
Here's the center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury. But this is speared by the first baseman, and they'll run him down and tag him out between first and second. A double play. So 2 are gone now in the Baltimore. Here's the first pitch to him. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Torres over to his right. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. We'll see the speedy Brett Gardner start things out when we come back. The Yankees 4 and the. Here's Brett Gardner now. Couple of singles to his credit thus far.
Left fielder, Brett Gardner.
First pitch on its way. Takes a knee-high fastball.
0-1's the count.
The windup and the 0-1. Fly ball right down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. The 0-2 home. Half swing that time. They'll appeal it down to third. No swing, says Gary Simmons. It's ball 1. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. Scope has it. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Now batting, number 99.
Digging in once again, number 99. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch on its way. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
Hey, this pitcher better watch himself right here. The way this guy's swinging, he's got aggressive things on his mind.
Liner towards second. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
That pitcher's got to be shaking his head right now. You got to tip your cap right there. I'm still always impressed when offensive players are able to come out of the zone and still be able to make hard contact.
The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. Sliced hard, but foul to the left. And that misses. 2-1. Now a snap move over to first, and the runner will get back standing. Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. Inside for a ball as he falls behind to him here. 3-1. Gary Sanchez waits on deck. The 3-1. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. There's 1. On to Davis, but too late, and they'll settle for just the 1.
The batter.
Digging in and looking for more, Gary Sanchez. And he had that big 3-run bases clearing double in his last trip to the plate. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hard hit ball to second. Scope is there. Throw on to Davis takes care of him, and that'll end the inning. The Yanks leave one, but they lead it 4-1. Here's Manny Machado now. He'll lead things off against the same reliever that finished off the last inning.
Well, you don't see in this day too many relievers going multiple innings, but guys have to earn that trust from their managers. We'll see how he handles it here.
From the stretch. Hit sharply on the ground. Correa is there. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth.
The first baseman, number 19, Chris.
Here's Chris Davis now. Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
Yeah, you attack the zone and get a swing and a miss that late on your first pitch fastball. Good chance he's coming right back with the same thing.
Fouled away. Lifted down the line in left, and this will wind up a foul ball.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
Stays alive, still 0-2.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these things off. He's going to miss over the heart of the plate at some point.
And, that looked like it caught him squarely in the arm. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy. You can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
A ball and a strike now. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1.
The intent with that changeup away was one thing and one thing only. Get a double play ball. Nice job to lay off it at the plate, though.
High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Here comes Gardner. He can't get to it. This one's down. He'll get it into second, and that's the second out.
Oh, man, I don't know how that happened. Looked to be a base hit to the outfield, but then all of a sudden the throw comes in, and they get the force on the plate. To be honest, that just can't happen.
Here's Jonathan Scope now, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. The 0-1 delivery. Got a big pass at a slider that gets past him. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. 1 left for the Orioles. They trail it 4-1.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Baltimore.
Here's Carlos Correa now. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch coming. Here it is. A high fastball is in there. Gaussman playing here in his age 26 season. He was a first-round pick during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Lays off the fastball low, and it goes to 2 balls and a strike. Now the 2-1. Doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3. Chase Utley waits on deck. The 3-1. Ibar at short. Reined in. Throw on to first, and 1 shortstop grounds out to the other, 1 away. So the leadoff man set down now for Chase Utley. First pitch on its way. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball one.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone-cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
Hits are even at 7 apiece. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Hey, that's a really good pitch right there, and that's one of those off-balance swings. As a pitcher, you want to look in and say, howdy, if you're waving at me. A real ugly swing, and it gives you a lot of confidence when you make a guy look that bad. So hopefully he has another pitch left in his repertoire to bury this guy and get him out of there.
And Ellsbury will put this one away for out number 2. Riding in once again, Todd Frazier. He's 1 for 2 in this one. The pitch. High in the air out to center field. After it is Ellsbury. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. Ready for another shot now. Scott Van Slyke. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Louis Fellows is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now. Not a bad idea right there. Make this guy work and see if he can throw the ball over the plate. Throws the first pitch for a strike. They need to get some runners on base, and not a bad plan. Unfortunately, the pitcher came in with a strike on the first pitch.
Behind 0-2 now. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. Line towards center field, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So it's a leadoff knock to start out the inning as they'll try to claw back at that 3-run deficit. Ready once again, Aaron Hicks. He'll swing it from the left side right here. Here's the first pitch to him. Here's a strike.
You can't allow this offense to get going right here. Leadoff man on doesn't kill us. Let's try and roll a double play right here. Let's execute a good pitch down and away. See if we can get a ground ball and rely on your defense a little bit.
Here's the 1-1. Count is 1-2 now. Two balls and 2 strikes to Hicks now.
Wow, that was a decent breaking ball right there, but that's just a pitch that's a little easier to lay off of when you're opposite-handed, opposite bat. You could see the sweep of the ball coming right into you. That was a great take.
Here comes the payoff pitch. Full count still. And this is on the ground to short. Could be 2. Bare-handed for 1. On to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now.
Made him throw a lot of pitches in that at-bat, but he'll take the double play as a trade-off for sure.
Digging in to try it again, Travis Carlisle. He singled his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Way in front of a great slider that time. 0-2, here it comes. Missed with a slider. The 1-2. Here's at the knees and called strike 3. Orioles held in check there, and this is still a 4-1 ball game.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Baltimore.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Adam Jones. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. He's set. Here it comes. And that misses low and away. Ball 1. And now a right-hander up and throwing in the Baltimore bullpen. The 1-0. Misses for the second ball. Brock uses a split-fingered fastball as one of his weapons of choice in the arsenal. He can really be very deceptive when that pitch is working, and I'd imagine as a hitter it's always in the back of your mind. Outside, 3-0 now.
You do not want to walk the 8-hole hitter. It just opens up so many options. Do we bunt him over to second with the 9-hole hitter? Do we try and play for that big rally with the top of the order coming up? This is a huge pitch. You can't allow this guy to walk.
Line toward right center, and Jones is going to have himself a base hit.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Didn't try and do too much. Fastball, middle cut, places it right back where it came from.
Now a move over to first, and he's back in standing. Standing in now, Torres, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. He was sat down on strikes in his last at bat. 1-0 count. Here it is. That's lifted the other way out to left. Van Slyke comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out. Here's Brett Gardner now. He's 2 for 3 thus far. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Now, I'm sure these infielders know it, but this hitter can burn down the baseline. So if he puts a ground ball in play, the defense is going to have to make a perfect turn to turn 2.
1-0 pitch on the way. 2-0.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. With the first baseman holding the runner on, it's always smart to pitch into the defense you have behind you.
3-0 now. He's set. Here's the 3-0. And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1 away. Digging in and looking for more. Number 99. A hit in 2 official trips to the plate to this point in the ballgame. First delivery to him on the way. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. Sliders in for a strike. Now time asked for and granted by the home plate umpire. That misses. 1 and 2.
These are the situations right here that make me miss wearing a uniform. The big spot, the cat and mouse of what's he going to throw. I'm down 1-2. Can I battle back? The pitcher's trying to put me away. This is what the game's all about.
Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away. Greg Bird will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ballgame. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. And that's by him. It's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Short, hit hard. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit. The runner from second crosses the plate, make it 5-1.
Hey, that's what you try and do as an offense. You get a 4-run lead. They're a grand slam ahead, Dan, but you're a former closer warming up. When you see a 3-run lead and then your offense gets it to 4 and you know that save situation's gone out the window, don't tell me that didn't hurt you.
Oh, it does hurt you. Oh, it does, because, Dero, the only way you're going to get into this game is it has to be a save situation. You sit and watch 8 innings of baseball, you get up to warm up in the 9th, and you're all ready to go thinking, hey, I'm going to come in and get me a 3-out save, and all of a sudden you're out of the game because it's a 4-run lead. Of course you think about it as a reliever.
Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. And that'll plate run number 6. It's now a 6-1 ball game.
Now batting, the shortstop, Carlos
Here's
Correa.
Carlos Correa now. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Hoping to limit the damage. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, 0-1.
That's what you call a challenge fastball right there, boys. I don't know if he was necessarily trying to miss up in the zone like he did, but he got away with it right there and put the fastball by him.
And this is high, a ball and a strike. Yankee shortstop behind in the count 1-2.
I know he got a swinging miss right there, but that was a hittable location to a really good hitter. I don't know if he gets those back if he continues to miss in those spots.
And a big strikeout there as they'll leave a couple of runners on base, and after a good start to the end. James Pazos makes his way toward the mound now as he'll appear in his 6th ball game of the spring. Jeff Links is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th. Juan Lagares is into the ball game now as he'll take over out in left field. Matt Holliday is into the ball game as well as he takes over out in right.
Number 36.
Tyler Austin is into the game as well as he's the new first baseman. Austin Romine is also into the ball game as he'll likely go the rest of the way behind the plate.
Number 43.
Jack Duarte is also into the game as he takes over at short. Number 67 will also enter as he takes over at third base.
Number 67.
Clint Frazier will also come in now as he takes over out in center.
Number 29. Clint Frazier.
Starlin Castro is also into the ball game now as he takes over at second.
Now playing second base. Number 14.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Ground ball right side. A diving try, but it's through into the outfield.
Last pitch was a fastball, tries to double up with the same piece of cheese, and it gets turned around. Nice piece of hit.
Matt Wieters come on to pinch hit now with a runner at first and nobody out. And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball, 1-0. A ball and a strike to count to the switch hitting catcher Matt Wieters. Oh, and he leaves the fastball up there. Mistake in location. He is going to pay for it dearly as that ball is sent over the wall. A home run.
I know I get big money for my expert analysis, but this is pretty simple. If you put a fastball up in the zone, over the heart of the plate, this guy's going to turn it around in a heartbeat. This one was no shocker.
Now pitching for the Yankees, number 53, Shenmar Gomez.
Tough pitch to lay off. The slider stays high for ball 1. Now the 1-0. High pop-up. number 67. He's under it as he puts it away for out number 1. Willis Ackerman will get a shot here as a pinch hitter.
Number 10, Willis Ackerman.
Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2.
Now batting, designated hitter, Pedro Velasquez.
Tough slider down low for a strike. Now the pitch. Ball 1. 1-1. He's taken below the zone for a ball. The 2-1. Hit hard to the right side, but foul. Both teams with an even 10 hits in the ballgame. To the left side, but it's well foul. Line to the right side. That gets down, and the inning continues.
Guys, that jacks me up right there. Kept his front shoulder tucked, the hip tucked, was able to stay inside that slider and drive it the other way.
J.J. Hardy come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
J.J. Hardy.
Hit on the ground out to short. Throwing the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. But the Orioles strike for 2 thanks to the 2-run home. Matt Wieters will stay in the ball game as the new shortstop. Thomas Francisco will also enter as he takes over at third base. Steven Alonso will also come in now as he takes over out in center.
Ryan Holland.
First pitch of the at-bat. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
Steven Alonso. This change for the Orioles. Now playing third base, number 12.
The 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1.
That's a real good job of going back-to-back fastballs right there. Most of the time, a hitter will see a fastball in the inside half of the plate, and they'll just think, well, this pitcher's going to go back on the outside. But when you double up like he did right there, it sends a message to the hitter that you're not afraid to throw in that inner half of the plate.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a little tapper. That's a foul ball.
I'm shocked he was even able to foul that one away. Now he's got to set his sights back over the heart of the plate and maybe be ready for something inside.
Tapped out in front of home. And there's one down now. Digging in now for the Yankees, number 67. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. He's set, and the pitch. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. Set to deliver the 0-1. Swing and a miss on a nice biting slider.
Pretty late with the swing there. As a pitcher, you have to recognize that and keep coming in with the hard stuff until he proves he can hit it.
And a waste pitch there, 1-2.
Okay, so now is where I think you pull the string. Throw the El Cambio up there. Hasn't seen it yet, and I think he's set up for it right here.
Line towards center field. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out. Now at the plate, Clint Frazier. First delivery to him on the way. Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. Up and in here as he had to bend out of danger.
Everyone relax. Not a fastball right there. Obviously a little arm side run. He missed his spot. No big deal.
Line drive to center field. Into the slide, and he comes up with a great catch to end the inning. Digging in once again, Scott Van Slyke. So far, 2 for 3 in this one.
Scott Van Slyke.
Now time is called, and this could very well be to buy a few more pitches for those relievers. Hayden Dark comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth.
Hayden Dark.
First pitch on its way. Sends that one out of play for strike one. He's set. Here's the 0-1. A wave and a miss. Here it comes, 0-2. Grounded back up the middle. To his left, Duarte. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway. Ready now for Baltimore, Aaron Hicks. He was a double play victim last time around. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a high fastball for a strike. One out, nobody on. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Let's see if he continues to climb that ladder, or does he try and get efficient on something bouncing in the dirt?
Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes.
Next for the Orioles, catcher, Travis Carlisle.
Stepping in now, Travis Carlisle, and he lays off there 1-0. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Now his swing, and he pops him up, and this should do it. Castro is there to make the catch, and with that, the ball game is over. 6-3 the final score today. New York jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Sheffield earns the victory on the mound. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score this afternoon is first for the victorious Yankees. 6 runs, 10 hits, no errors. We have 6 men on base. For the Orioles, 3 runs, 11 hits, 1 error. They have 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 11 minutes. Our Yankee Stadium paid attendance this afternoon, 55,300. The Yankees thank you and remind you to always buckle up and drive home safe.